Hi everyone and welcome back in a brand new video of PvP. Yep, that's me. In today's video we are talking about Alterhuman. Now I was browsing on the interwebs, oh the wonders of YouTube, and I figured out there isn't a single video explaining what Alterhumanity specifically is. So for you I have this video. A big thank you to my Patreon supporters: Call Copier, Orbital Wolfie, Cyber Bronze, Bear X, Luca, Kazu, Torn, Alan, Autumn and our assistant. Patreon supporters get Patreon only blogs and videos, early access, bloopers, community workbooks and so much more. Okay, so the beginning. I have actually been on YouTube since 2016 and I've been in the community since about January 2017. I was active before the term Alterhuman actually got used, so this means Alterhuman is a pretty new term. I've noticed that a lot of people on my YouTube channel, because of the lack of content on Alterhumanity, don't know the term Alterhuman, don't know what Alterhumanity is, and especially don't know that Alterhuman is actually kind of the most used or most accepted umbrella term nowadays for communities like Alterhuman and therian or all the things I will dive into in a second. So what was used in my time when I started in the therian community? Well, Alterhuman was and still kind of is a very broadly used term and often used as an umbrella term for therian, for example. Alterhuman was the only umbrella term for therian, and a lot of people disagreed with that. Actually, in 2014, someone already came up with the term Alterhuman, specifically Facemovor. Actually, we didn't even notice, but in 2014 we had the answer. Facemovor on Tumblr came up with the term Alterhuman, specifically meaning a category of personal identity which encompasses identification that is alternative to the common societal ID of humanity. Facemovor called this Alterhuman or Alternative Humanity Personal Identity, AHPI. He actually wrote out an entire blog about what exactly would fit into this not common societal ID of humanity. There's any way that someone wasn't entirely or fully or standard human. This also included systems, for example, or furries, whenever the furry said that their being furry had such an impact on their personal life and their identity and everything that it didn't feel entirely standard human anymore. This term was specifically created as a response on this discussion about Alterhuman not being the ideal umbrella term. So Facemovor had the answer for us, but somehow this Alterhuman word didn't gain any traction or only very little. So between 2014 and 2017, 2018, it simply went by without being noticed. Until 2017, when I was actually involved and active in the communities and talking along, there was this big discussion about there is this term, Alterhuman, as an umbrella term, that we don't agree with or that we don't think is the ideal fit. Is there something else we can create instead? There actually was a lot of different suggestions. I actually think non-human was one of them, alter being was one of them, but like there were several charts or like ID, bubbles, clouds that were created with words that people suggested that could maybe be used instead of Alterhuman. But there was a website start called althash.net. And althash.net was the Alterhuman advocacy group, alt+hash, that defined Alterhuman again. They said that Alterhuman is a subjective identity which is beyond the scope of what is traditionally considered human. Now, Alterhuman was the umbrella term that would fit for about everything that isn't exactly human. For example, therians, Alterhuman and fictionkin, and other non-human identities that we know of, but also animal-hearted, other-hearted kids, also soul balls or angelics, starseeds, multiple systems, furries, anything that isn't exactly standard human or societal idea of humanity or any of that. And this term, guys, yes, it was the answer. A lot of people agree with it. Alterhuman, yes, let's use it. It's the perfect umbrella term. It's very broad, it contains about everything fits in it. However, not everyone agrees with it. Some people think it's not broad enough, and it should include more even than it already does. Some people, however, think it's too broad, that Alterhuman invites too many categories and groups of people that are too far away from Alterhuman or therian, for example, to be included under the same umbrella term. Some people think it actually gives the wrong impression, but I think I'm very happy for the term Alterhuman. I think it's a perfect umbrella term for all of us. I think we are not going to find much better. And whether you want to use Alter Being instead of Alterhuman, I don't really care. I see them as kind of the same thing. Alter Being is maybe a bit broader than Alterhuman, but they have the same essence to me. I am happy with this term. Am I an Alterhuman? I am an Alterhuman. I don't constantly use the term Alterhuman to describe myself because I mostly associate myself with the therian communities, but I'm a therian, which is part of Alterhumanity in my opinion. I am maybe draconic, which is to me a part of Alterhumanity. I'm also a furry, and for me being a furry is how I live my life, it's my lifestyle, it's who I am, my self-identity. Yeah, I think that is... Oh yeah, I'm also animal-hearted. I'm kids, specifically. Animal-hearted meaning I have a special connection and bond with cats. So yeah, I'm an Alterhuman. I also have an Alterhuman tag, which you can find in the description down below.
I will answer the questions myself. Question number 1. What is your Alterhuman identity and what words do you use to describe this aspect about yourself? I am a therianthrope. To be specific, I am a polytherian.
I'm a therian, more specifically a polytherian because I have multiple theratypes, and a syntherian because I'm always animalistic and integrated.
I would describe myself as a therian. I don't use any other words to describe me.
I identify myself as a therian, most specifically a polytherian because I have more than one stereotype, and a syntherian because I'm always in some way very animal.
I also advise you to watch Therian Territory, a Catorn, because they have great content on Alterhumanity. They are an Alterhuman themselves. Go watch their channel, they're great. What are your opinions about Alterhumanity? What do you think? Is this a good umbrella term? Do you associate yourself with Alterhumanity? Do you think you fit into the Alterhuman terminology? And do you want to use the terminology? What term do you suggest instead? What is for you the perfect umbrella term for all of these not standard human experiences? I hope this video could be of some kind of information to you, that it gave you some clarity about what Alterhumanity is, what the term Alterhuman is. I love you all. See you next time in another video. I have some really good content coming out for you guys and I'm really excited for it. If you like music, if you like therian meats, you will love this video. WOOF PD.